Athens agrees. A beautiful place, a beautiful city in a beautiful country, always sunny. I visited this place during the springtime, during the month of March. As you can see, it's pretty sunny out here during the springtime. So I started my trip, of course, with the history in the Athens. I started with the archaeological historical ruins from the Greek and Roman times, and started with the Agora in the city of Athens, where you have all these Roman the Roman ruins, the libraries, the different gathering places during those ancient times. And then I made my way through the Acropolis. Acropolis, it's in Greek, it means a city on top of a mountain. Basically, through historical times, there was a city built on top of a mountain, and it was entirely walled around. The city was actually like walled, and then people were in the middle of the city. It was a safe haven for many people in the past. Many people tried to conquer it. Persia, the Ottoman Empire, tried to conquer it. And then I think the most significant part in the Acropolis was the Parthenon, the Temple of Athena. That's like the most beautiful thing out there. It is beautiful, and it's like really big. You can see the Temple of Athena even from outside the Acropolis when you are in the city and looking at the Acropolis. Other than that, there is many historical points throughout the Acropolis. So I do recommend getting a guide, maybe get a free guide, or even pay somebody maybe $30 or $40 if you have somebody. If you're really into the history, the archaeology, I would pay somebody to to get a tour of this place, because it would make much more sense if you are when the tour guide will walk through the entire Acropolis and talk to you about the historical significance of all these places. So yes, so that's the Acropolis. When you go to Athens, that's the number one thing you're going to see. You're going to go to Acropolis. It was €10 the admission to go inside, and then you will find people out there that are saying, "Oh, I'm the tour guide. I will, give you the tour for €30, €35." So if you can do that, I would recommend, because it's more fun that way. The Acropolis also had the amphitheater where people would gather in the past, watch shows, art, music, gather in the old times, and just, it's a civilization happening way in the past. And then as you walk your way down from Acropolis, you should walk through various neighborhoods, little quaint neighborhoods in Athens. I will write the name of these neighborhoods on the screen that you can visit and walk through and wander through, and it's just so charming. European neighborhood that are typical, European style, old school buildings made up of stone, and just the old architecture, and just narrow streets. Typical European, classic stuff. And then eventually you will make it into the main city, where you have all these shopping areas, all these squares. Monastraki Square is one of the most important, or one of the most used to be one of the most important squares in the city. Monastraki Square, it's always crowded, a lot of shops there. It's kind of like a touristy place. And then there is another garden that you can go to. I will link it in the video. If you go to that garden, and then from there you can see like the entire city of Athens. You can also see the Acropolis from the far distance. If you look around from that park, the views are 360 degrees basically, and it's really amazing, really beautiful. And then what I did was I walked from basically downtown Athens, from the main old Athens to all the way up to the coast. It was about 7 kilometers of walk. I wanted to walk through the city, and I happened to be there on the day March 25th. That's when the Independence Day for Greece, and I got to see this old warship in Greece that was in service in the past, and it was really nice to see their history and their naval history and what they did in the past in terms of wars, in terms of the campaigns that they had. And then after that, after the ship, I made it to basically to the beach. Well, not really beach, but it was like a place where you can like eat and hang out, but not really a beach. I don't know how to say what that place was, but it was really fun and it was really wonderful. You can sit on the side of the water and basically look out at the Aegean Sea. And then I went into this convention center. I think it's recently made. It's like a library, has a whole bunch of other stuff. You can go all the way on the roof. It's free, and then you can see throughout. You can see the city and everything as well if you go on top of that convention center. So that is basically, in a nutshell, city of Athens, the old Athens, the history, and then you just basically kind of walk around through the city to get a feel for it. I really felt it was a safe city, and it was a great European city, and I really had a lot of fun out there in the Athens. If I were to go back, I would definitely go back to Athens and see more of it. Until next time.